WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Houlton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson & Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome here to Alumni Gymnasium as we are going to bring you on WHOU a Class B girls matchup to start off in about 13 minutes, followed shortly by the boys. It is WA and Houlton. I am Tim Tweedy, joined today by my friend and regular partner, Rob Moran. Chris Putnam is back at the station on the radio, Daniel Ross on camera, Zach Weeks running production, and Rob, doubleheader today. It's brisk, it's cold, but people look like they're starting to make their way out of their nests at home, and hopefully we'll get a decent crowd here for a couple ball games.
Yeah, absolutely. I think some people, they have the luxury of staying home and watching it now for sure, and listening to us. I don't know if that's a luxury or not, but
if they don't like us, they can always tune it down, right?
Yeah, tune it down. But still some empty seats here. Not a great crowd right now, but it's super early. We're 15 minutes before the first varsity game. So. But
you've got, no cheerleaders here today because they've got a competition, which we'll talk about in a minute, but they're going to be down to Mattanock, so they're not here, and their family members, therefore, mostly made their way down to Lincoln. And, both ball teams here, but JV game just wrapped up in which Houlton was able to be victorious, but hopefully the crowd will fill in just a little bit. It's probably not going to be like it was the other night against Presque Isle. But,
no, packed house that night. Great crowd. You mentioned it during the game. I think it's probably the best crowd of the season.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. This game here, the first one, is going to feature the number 16 seed Washington Academy Lady Raiders, coached by Dean Preston. Their record 2-10, taking on the Houlton Lady Shires. Their record's 8-6. They're the number 4 ranked team because, Rob, they got a loaded schedule. And so even, they're 2 games above 500. They've had 3 really tough losses. This team could very easily be 11-3. They've had 3 overtime losses. One to John Bapps, one to Stearns, and one to Presque Isle. So, again, they could easily be 11-3. They are 8-6. You are what your record says you are. But they've had so many points that they're still in 4th place.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a really good season. I think people are pretty happy. Of course, you look back and you always want more, and those games were games that came down to 1 or 2 possessions. This is a big game for Houlton here, though. They got to make sure they show up. It's a few points. Earlier today, the Old Town girls beat the Presque Isle girls, and that's big for these Lady Shires because the 4-5 matchup. That's right now. It's the Lady Shires are in 4 and Old Town's in 5, and so they. If you stay 4 in B, then you don't have a prelim, and that makes a big difference. Nobody wants to play a prelim. We talked about this the other night. The prelim plus the fact that you have a whole week and a half to get ready for the winner of the prelim. So that's a big advantage. That's really meaningful stuff, and I'm sure Houlton would love to hang on to that spot. The only way they can do that is really they have to come close to winning out.
And the Class B girls is very deep, as there is a number of teams. You might be able to throw out the seeds once you get there. I mean, Presque Isle was able to defeat a Herman team at home. Houlton beat that Old Town team, but Houlton lost to Presque Isle twice. You throw Waterville in that mix. MDI is always good. I mean, it's just, and I know I'm forgetting one or two, but you can almost shake the bag up and dump it out, and just you're going to put 2 teams out there at a time and see what happens.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to string together 3 good games for Bangor. There's multiple teams that could do that, for sure.
Well, we got lots more to talk about here in the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show, so don't go too far. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you. That's not me.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
We want to welcome you back to the Jay McLaughlin Construction pregame show here on WHOU. There's 7:44 left on the clock here on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard in the warm-ups, and we're getting ready for the Houlton girls and the WA girls who've made the trip up from East Machias. Once again, Houlton ranked number 4 in Class B girls. WA ranked number 16, really kind of in need of a win if they want to be able to work their way into the postseason. But they've got the right person at the helm, and Coach Dean Preston.
Yeah, excellent coach. He's had lots of really good teams over the years with boys and girls, I believe. Had some excellent success at Shed, won a gold ball there.
He did.
A few years ago, at least one gold ball. He might have won a couple. He's been doing it for a long time. They're lucky enough to get him to do both teams, which that's got to be interesting. I read the article about it in the paper, and he's got to be super organized because he's been in the Army National Guard for a long time. He's very high up in the Guard, which I think you got to be pretty organized if you do that. My brother's retired military. He's the most organized person I know. He's like the polar opposite of me, but I think that probably helps him for sure.
Well, you know, there was a nice article that I was reading online that had caught my eye about Coach Preston taking on these responsibilities. It says he's a brigade commander for the 120th Maine National Guard, and so obviously, you know, not only is he in the Guard, but he's plays a very important role. He's coached at UMaine Machias. As you indicated, he won a gold ball with Shed back in 1999. They won a Northern Maine title back in 2017. Just so much success, and but if you're Coach Preston, probably the easiest part of what you've done over the last 20 years is win gold balls, which for you and I are some of the hardest things we've done. He's been deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq. I mean, just a great guy.
Yeah, it's a little tougher than having a tough loss at Bangor.
Right.
Spending time over there.
No question about it. For his team, they're going to feature, they've got 5 players, and Mackenzie Cates and Brianna Reynolds. Reynolds is averaging 14 points a game. She shoots 43% from the three-point line, so obviously she can put the ball in the hoop. Lucy Kilton, Gabby Morang, Riley Frazier, who's a senior captain on his team, averaging 9 rebounds a game. They've had some tough losses themselves. Their record, again, only 2-10, but might not be a true indication as to who they are. And you got to assume with Coach Preston, they're going to get better as the season goes along.
Yeah, absolutely. they do have the 2 wins, and this Houlton team, sometimes they're a little Jekyll and Hyde-ish, and they're going to have to show up and come to play because, like I was saying before, they need all the points they can get, and I'm sure WA would love to come in here, knock them off, and be a nice feather in the cap, and certainly a point-worthy win.
WA's most recent game was on Monday. That was a 59-47 loss at Fox. And as we do look over at the other side at the Houlton Shires, they lost on Thursday, their most recent game, a 44-42 overtime loss to the Presque Isle Wildcats, a game Houlton would like to have won. Can't do much about it now, but look forward as they've played 14 games, Rob, so they're going to have about 3 weeks here where essentially they're going to get to work on some things. They don't play again until next Saturday. They obviously want to pick up the win in this one, but I think, we've talked about it just moments ago. Class B girls is really wide open. So despite the fact Houlton's 8-6, in a lot of ways, and we've said this to the coaching staff, you were 500 last year in Class C. You're above 500 in Class B. You were ranked number 8 last year in C. You're ranked 4th in B. I mean, it's a marked improvement.
Oh, yeah. I think if you said that to the coaches, with 4 games left in the season, 3 weeks left in the season, you can be in 4th place. They don't probably at that point really care what their record is. They're happy to be in 4th place and have a chance, an opportunity to miss a prelim game. And, they've had some moments where they've looked really, really good. They've had some nice wins. It's not just we keep talking about the tough losses, and they've had some tough losses, but they've had some signature wins too. They beat MDI here early.
Yep.
They beat Old Town here, which was another signature win.
Couple wins over pretty good Marcel teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They've done. Those are not easy wins.
And they've still got to go to Old Town and to Stearns, which are 2 opportunities there to pick up wins. Potentially, games that you could almost flip a coin.
Yeah, absolutely. They're winnable, right? Stearns is undefeated for a reason, and certainly Old Town sounds like they're playing better with the win over Presque Isle today. But
Houlton had them by 7 with 2 minutes left.
You have a shot in either one of those games. You got to come to play though. It's not a game where you have to fire on all cylinders and can't have a couple kids show up and some kids don't show up. And you're going to have a hard time winning that way in both those venues.
Well, we've got about 2.5 minutes left here on the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard clock. So once more, we'll go ahead and send it back to the station. Here's some final messages before we get ready for tip-off. When we come back, we'll preview what we have coming up on WHOU. We'll also have the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WHOU.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare, from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home healthcare.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Houlton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
Welcome back to Alumni Gymnasium. We're here on WHOU. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran, getting ready to bring you the WA Houlton girls, followed by shortly thereafter the WA Houlton boys. And so we're just moments away from getting this game underway. We'll tell you what else we've got coming up today on WHOU. Caribou at Herman girls and boys. The first game started at 1:30, so the girls' game is probably close to concluded. The boys' game is going to start soon. Also, we're going to be covering the classes C and D PVC cheer competition held at Mattanock Academy down in Lincoln. That starts at 4 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, we began coverage of the All Aroostook Band concert up in Ashland, and so you can switch over to that as that event is still taking place. Monday, as it's going to be Martin Luther King Day, so the students are off from school. We will have Foxcroft at Caribou, girls and boys. Those games start at 3 and 4:30. And then we will also be out to the Hawks Nest in Hodgton covering Madawaska at Hodgton Girls and Boys. Those games begin at 4:30 and 6 p.m. We're going to go ahead and take it down to the floor where Athletic Director Bruce Nason is going to give you the starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union.
So the game times have changed, and they are the JV girls at 12 noon, the varsity girls at 1:30, the JV boys at 3 p.m., followed by the varsity boys at 4:30. Once again, this is February 1 versus Oregon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Alumni Gymnasium for this game between the Washington Academy Raiders and our Houlton Shire Towns. The officials for this contest are Mr. Clark, Mr. Girardin, and Mr. Rodriguez. Houlton High School places sportsmanship as a high priority. Support the players, support the coaches, and the officials. The Raiders are coached by Dean Preston and assisted by Rebecca Dunfesti. The Shire Towners are coached by Sean Green and assisted by Clyde Norman and John Solomon. Now let's introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Raiders. Number 15, Emma Griffin. Number 21, Brianna Reynolds. Number 23, Lucy Kilton. Number 25, Gabby Moran. And number 33, Riley Frazier. And the starters for the Shire Towners, number 12, Olivia Anderson. Number 20, Tegan Ewings. Number 23, Mia Henderson. Number 33, Abby Worthley. And number 34, Rebecca Howe. Now would everyone please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Mariah Brewer.
Stripes and
Second time this week we've been treated to the national anthem by Mariah Brewer. She did a great job both times.
Yep, absolutely. She can wail.
She can.
I think that's what they say.
Did a good interview with you as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always fun talking to Mariah. Houlton's going to come out in their home white uniforms with the black trim. WA is going to come out in maroon uniforms with black and white trim. Your officials for today's contest are going to be Mr. Rodriguez, Mr. Girardin, and Mr. Clark. Houlton will be moving from right to left, WA left to right. And as they always do, the Houlton faithful are going to be up on their feet, clapping and cheering until the first points are scored by the Shiretowners. One more time, starting lineups brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union. It's going to be Griffin, Reynolds, Kilton, Morang, and Frazier for Washington Academy. Henderson, Ewings, Henderson, Worthley, and Howe for the Shires. The Raiders are going to start with the ball. Reynolds gives it up, left side. She fed it to Kilton. Now around left side, Frazier.
Houlton man-to-man so far.
Inside they try to go, and Worthley doing a nice job defending on Morang, and that pass was too long. It's going to go out over the baseline.
Looks like WA is going to start out man-to-man as well.
Worthley stops at the free throw line, kicks it around to Olivia Henderson. Tries a three, no good, and the carom comes out to Morang, who grabs the board.
Good offense, though. They get a decent look out of it for sure.
Kilton in on the right block, swings the pass over to her teammate. Frazier shots off the mark. Mia Henderson grabs a rebound.
Good strong rebound by Mia.
As Mia looks to push, she's going to drive, throw it up with the left hand. It's going to take 2 bounces off the rim, won't fall. This game remains scoreless. A minute underway here so far.
Not a bad look.
There's a shot up off the glass. That is no good as Reynolds couldn't get the shot to drop. Mia Henderson racing back the other direction. Finds Ewings. Teagan in the lane. Her floater up and in.
Nice take there. She knew what she wanted to do with it even before she got it. She went to the rack and hit that little floater that she likes.
We keep saying that. It's her signature shot. Frazier at the free throw line. It's going to give the ball up where Reynolds. WA has a clear height advantage in this contest, Rob. You got to expect that they might try to use it in the interior. So shot's going to be put up off back iron. Reynolds could not get the shot to go. Houlton has the board.
So far, they've been content to kind of shoot jumpers. That time, nobody picks up Mia Henderson. She makes them pay. Walks into a jumper.
A long two, 4-0 Shires. Rang. Tried to go inside. Tough pass. Found her target. Shot, turnaround, no good though, as Reynolds couldn't get it to go.
Great look. Got to knock those ones down.
Mia Henderson to Olivia Henderson. Rob, we saw Houlton use a lot of the screen and roll the other night against Presque Isle. Is that a new wrinkle or a game plan specific thing that we saw that night as Henderson's shot was off the mark?
I think they have always had some of those options in there, and that night it just kind of worked because that's what Presque Isle was giving them, trying to clog the lane.
After a couple looks, it's going to be WA ball as Mackenzie Cates checks into the game here for the Raiders. 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. Shires lead 4-0. Reynolds has her pass stolen. It's Rebecca Howe. Becca gives it to Worthley. Mia Henderson open from downtown. She buries a three.
Like I said, walked into it, had space, and knocked it down. Love seeing the confidence.
7-0 Shires. Frazier, guarded by Henderson at the free throw line, hands the ball off. Reynolds.
Trying to do a kind of a handoff and get a curl layup, but Houlton's done a nice job defending it.
Reynolds had a shot. She threw it up. Probably could have used glass, opted not to, and it went over the rim without touching anything. So Houlton will get the ball back again.
Yep, chance to build that lead while the other team's struggling offensively. You want to push it up and maybe, you know, try to put this. There's a screen and roll there. Threw it a little too high. You can't put the game away in the first quarter, right? But you certainly can put your stamp on it and make it really tough on that other team.
And so far, Houlton has done that. 3.5 minutes in, it's 7-0 Shires. Reynolds is going to start the offense this time on the left side of the court. As she gives it up to Morang. Again, Houlton coming out on the man-to-man defense. The pass nearly stolen by Ewings.
Man, look how far they're running their offense away from the hoop, too. Tough to get much done out there.
WA has not had many clean looks here for the first half of the first quarter, and now a traveling violation.
Yep, good call.
So that turnover will once again give the ball to Houlton. Checking in here for the Raiders, it's going to be Kelsey Williams. Gabby Morang will go to the bench for Coach Preston's club. It's Worthley inside in the post. Howe goes along the right side, can't get the shot to go, and a whistle. We're going to have the game's first foul coming up.
I think that's going to be on Becca Howe. Like the post move, though. Good hard spin. Just couldn't finish.
So the ball comes in. Brianna Reynolds stands out near the center logo. Houlton in underneath. Decent look. Williams just couldn't get it to drop. Second opportunity, no good. Howe comes away with the board for the Shires. Here's Ewings, left side beyond the arc. Uses a crossover move, puts a shot up off the glass, no good. Howe grabbed the offensive board. She's going to draw contact. Looks like Riley Frazier will pick up the first foul for WA.
Yeah, that play there all started with Olivia Henderson kicking it ahead to Tegan Ewings. Tegan compresses the defense by going to the basket and creates a rebounding lane for Howe. Becca Howe, really good offensive rebounder.
It's now time for the injury report, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. With 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor, visit www.countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. We talked to Coach Preston. He's not missing anyone today. Houlton is healthy, WA's healthy. Houlton has been without the help of Brianna Barton all season long with a foot injury, but she looks to get back for time for the spring season. She's a pretty good softball player. As the ball is going to go out of bounds as Frazier loses it along the baseline. So another turnover for the Raiders. Houlton with an 8-0 lead. Just over 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
They're having a hard time getting much done on offense. Not really in any kind of rhythm.
And Frazier just picked up her second foul.
Good quick spin there by Becca Howe.
Has 2 team fouls now against Washington Academy. Howe makes the first free throw. She's going to have another coming her way. She dips. That free throw no good, and the rebound brought away by Kelsey Williams of the Raiders. Reynolds, guarded by Ewings. Tegan gives it up. Rather over to Frazier. Should have said Reynolds gives it up. And another turnover for Washington Academy. As 2 players just not on the same page, Rob.
Yeah, a little bit partially maybe not tipped, but the person had their hand in the passing lane, so you can't see the ball that great there. It makes it a little bit of a tougher catch. What a nice shot by Olivia Henderson.
Off the dribble, she pulls up from just inside the arc. It's 11-0 Houlton. 2:30 remaining here in this first quarter. WA looking for that first hoop. Good look for Houlton. Couldn't get it to drop. It's fought for in the lane. Worthley comes up with it. And now a jump ball, and Houlton's going to have it as they have the arrow. We've got some subs at the table. As we're going to see Emma Ardell, Kennedy Buzzio, and Drew Warman all check in. Olivia Henderson, Mia Henderson, and Rebecca Howe will go take a seat next to Coach Graham. So 60% of the players on the court for Houlton are new players. Worthley. Now to Buzzio. Warman, right off the bench, tries a 3, can't get it to go. Rebound's fought for. It's either Ewings or Ardell.
I think it's going to be Ardell, look like to me. Don't hate that, though, just trying to get an offensive rebound.
For Emma, just her first. Houlton's second team foul here in the first half. WA still trying to get on the board here. Houlton's pitched a shutout through the first 6 minutes. Houlton had to kick it outside. Reynolds, guarded by Ewings. Back over right side, Houlton working against Buzzio, one-on-one. Inside they go. There's a good look up and in as it's Mackenzie Cates. She scores her first 2 points for WA.
Good post up there by Mackenzie Cates. She caught it in a great spot to score the ball.
Buzzio rips through, and when she tried to get rid of the ball, it was partially tied up. They're going to whistle her for traveling.
She took that big last step and caused her to drag the pivot foot.
Samantha Condon into the game here for Houlton as Tegan Ewings will catch a breather. Reynolds, guarded by Condon. Now to Williams. Once again, the offense way out away from the hoop.
Yep. Like I said, really difficult out there. Harder passes and just hard to be on the same page.
Little contact between Frazier and Ardell. The ball's going to be jarred loose, and it's going to be Worthley coming up with it. She beats Buzzio. Tried the bounce pass to Ardell. The ball's still loose. Warman catches it. And she'll put up a three and drain it.
The ball ended up in our hands. Opportunistic. And nothing but net on that one.
14-2 Houlton. Under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. And a reach-in foul is going to be called against Emma Ardell as she came across the arm of Riley Frazier.
Tried to deny that pass to the high post. And when you're behind the person, the pass is made. You got to live with it.
Chloe Dinsmore is going to come into the game as Gabby Meringue back in. Sorry, Rob.
Oh, that's okay. Let her catch the ball there and square up and play her. Don't reach from behind.
The inbound pass comes in as Williams has it. Tough shot in underneath. Kilton, not much room to maneuver. She's going to leave it short. Ewings races back the other direction, puts up an underhand scoop shot. That shot's off the mark.
Tough shot.
Reynolds looks to push. She's going to get the easy two in the paint.
Nice little baby hook there. Not an easy shot.
Drew a little bit of contact, too.
Yeah.
Scores 14-4. Condon now feeds Warman. Warman loses a handle. It's going to be picked up by Meringue. She's going to look to push against Buzzio. One-on-one. Took it right at Buzzio. Got the hoop in the harm.
Yeah, you like that aggressiveness out in the open court. Get that contact and get the and-one.
With 4 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter, WA can get it back to a 7-point game with a made free throw here for Gabby Meringue. Free throw no good. Worthley has it. She's got time. Feeds it up to Ewings. She's going to get a shot off. It's going to be just a little bit high off the glass. So after one quarter play, with score 14 for Houlton, 6 for the Washington Academy Lady Raiders. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car.
Sorry.
You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
We want to welcome you back here on WHOU, getting ready for second quarter action. The score 14-6. Houlton leads as we look up at the Coastal Auto Parts scoreboard. Coastal Auto Parts is your local Napa Auto Parts dealer. They're owned and operated by a Maine family that cares with stores in Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, and East Millinocket. We want to thank them for sponsoring our scoreboard all season long.
Good
Inside.
offense there.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted as Meringue came off a little curl. Just couldn't get it to go, but they're going to retain possession.
Yeah, good ball reversal and quick little down cross screen. And got a layup. Got to make those layups.
Ball comes in, and it's going to be tied up as Meringue and Howe are fighting over it. We see Emma Swallow into the game for Houlton.
Yeah, that time they tried to go back to Meringue on the block, but she wasn't open.
Morgan Graham has also checked in for the Shire. So Coach Graham, I believe, at this point has used everybody so far. Graham puts a shot up off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Kelsey Williams. She's going to look to push. She's got a teammate. Nice open pass. And she took steps as Dinsmore was open on the left block, but didn't get the ball down before she traveled.
No, one dribble there. Same thing would have happened. Would have been 2 points. Tough break for WA. Good move down here by Morgan Graham, Tim, down here. Just was not able to finish.
Howe, foul line extended, buries the jumper.
Confident looking shot there. Like to see that little elbow jumper.
16-6 is the score. 7 minutes remaining now in second period. Reynolds working against Olivia Henderson. Right side they go. It's Kelsey Williams. And it's going to be picked off as Rebecca Howe. She's got a 2-on-1. Good communication from Olivia Henderson. Swallow just couldn't hit the jumper.
Good looking shot, though. Good pass there by Rebecca Howe after that nice steal.
Reynolds once again starts the offense on the right side with Williams. Shot's going to be up and off the mark. Couldn't tell if that was a long 2 or a 3. Either way, the Shires have it.
Right.
Mia Henderson, she's going to let a shot go from just inside the arc. That's a couple she's hit from that area, Robin. It's 18-6.
Yeah, I think she's 3 for 4 from the floor with 7 points, so having a nice game.
Williams. Houlton now inside. They'll go Dinsmore. Her turnaround shot. Good defense played by Graham. The Shires have it as Henderson looks to push. Olivia finds Mia on a cutter. Henderson to Henderson. Can't get the shot to go. Becca Howe was going to have the putback. Moran came across the arm to prevent the easy 2.
Rebecca Howe doing what she does, cleaning up that glass. Such a good offensive rebounder.
So Becca will go to the line here. She's going to have 2 free throws coming her way with 5:41 left on the clock here in the first half. Becca makes the first free throw. Second free throw coming up for Rebecca. That one's going to roll around the rim and off. Rebound collected in by Meringue. As a pass comes in underneath Williams, the ball is going to be lost, and last touch by the Shires. We'll check to see if we can get any updates on the other games we had. Rob already passed along to you the score. Presque Isle girls losing to Old Town earlier today. Caribou and Herman are playing. And the girls' game should be just about concluded. Now foul's going to occur. It's going to be against the Shires.
It's going to send Reynolds to the line. Don't want to foul there. You just keep high hands. Don't chop down and contest it.
That was Howe picking up her second personal. 5 team fouls now on Houlton here in the first half. As the free throw is made by Reynolds. Kennedy Buzzio will check in for Howe. We'll remind you, coming up after this game, it's going to be Houlton WA boys. Right about an hour from now. Swallow. Works around Henderson. Olivia. Works around now to Swallow. Her shot's going to be blocked, but I'm going to say a foul occurred. Kelsey Williams got a lot of ball. Must have caught some hand as well.
Emma Swallow, such a good shooter. Likes looking for her to be aggressive. I like it when she's aggressive when she gets in the game. I think she's somebody we're going to hear a lot from. She hasn't played a ton this year so far as a freshman, but she's got a knack for scoring the ball.
She missed that first free throw. She's kind of a zone
happens.
buster too, Rob. If you play a zone, she might get a lot more playing time, as she certainly can shoot. The ball's going to be touched last out of bounds by Meringue, so even though Houlton went 0 for 2 from the line, they're going to keep possession. Score 19-8. You always like to have a player or two like that, on your team, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Always like to have people who can make shots. You can never really have enough of them. Nice pass by Kennedy Buzzio.
She tried the bounce pass to Swallow, but just could not handle it, so it'll be turned over. WA will have it.
Wasn't a whole lot of space there. There was some, but not a ton.
Ball around. Williams in underneath, shot put up, no good. Rebound taken away by Emma Swallow. Back, they're going to look to push. Shot up, Reynolds, long 2, no good. Rebound fought for, it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Shires.
WA's done a decent job rebounding. They've got a lot of good looks too. They've missed a lot of bunnies. When you're the underdog, you have to make those. It makes it real difficult when you don't.
So WA is going to get the ball out along the line. The end line, Houlton. Works it out now, Dinsmore. Guarded by Ewings. Nearly stolen away now is by Worthley. Abby's going to look to push with the left hand. Finds Mia Henderson. She's going to have a three-point look, and she buries it. I don't know, Rob, between the top of the key or the corners, what's Mia's best spot?
I don't know. I don't.
She's usually money from those two places.
Yeah. Most of her damage today has been from the top of the key.
22-8 is the score midway through the second quarter. It's all Shires. Dinsmore on the right block. Has to kick it out as she was blanketed by Ewings. And a reach-in foul is going to occur. That'll be the 16th foul on the Shires. And Buzzio picked up her second personal. She'll check out as Condon's going to come back in. So just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. We could see WA going to the line for some free throws as Houlton's committed 16 fouls. That's a way to get yourself back in a ball game. This Frazier's shot, turn around, no good. Loose ball picked up by Mia Henderson.
And WA had a chance there. They had numbers, but they end up throwing it away.
Condon. Now out, Olivia Henderson. To Ewings, comes off a little screen. Houlton's going to look to reset. Ewings has space if she wants it. Against Dinsmore. They'll settle into their dribble drive offense. No real looks at the hoop here, though, Rob.
No, they've had a couple on the roll off this right here. Watch for the roll. They had that a minute ago, but they chose not to throw it.
Tip pass collected by Condon. Sam. Once again out to Olivia Henderson, who backs up near midcourt. Once again, they'll reset the offense. There's a screen from Worthley. Olivia Henderson put up a two, no good. Rebound fought for. Mia Henderson has it, but her toes were on the end line.
Yeah, good rebound. It was either going to be in line or travel there.
So 22-8 is the score. 2:33 remaining here in the second quarter. WA would like to try to get this, well, as close as they can, back to single digits before heading into the locker room.
Houlton's had a couple small rounds, but they've had a really hard time getting going on all cylinders.
And we should see a one-on-one situation. It's going to be Drew Warman picking up the foul. Going to the line will be junior Emma Griffin.
She trailed the cutter that time. You don't want to do that, right? You want to be basket line and take that cut away. And what happened there? She trailed it and ended up committing the foul.
Yeah, she'll miss the first free throw. Rebound momentarily was brought in by Houlton, and now the ball's going to be tied up. WA has the arrow. Houlton will look to inbound the ball once she gets it from the official. Come in, Frazier, her overhead shot no good. Offensive board by Frazier, and on the putback, she's going to draw contact.
It's going to be on Mia Henderson.
So now that's 18 fouls against the Shires. About the only thing that hasn't gone their way. And Coach Sean Graham wants to take a timeout with 2:14 remaining here in the first half. Houlton up by 14. We'll be right back on WHOU.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Houlton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Houlton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675.
Welcome back here on WHOU. Tim Tweedy, Rob Moran. There's 2:14 left on the clock here in the first half. Houlton up by 14 at the line. Riley Frazier. She's going to miss the first free throw, though. Frazier. Going to leave the second shot short. But offensive board, and yet another foul Lucy Kilton grabbed the board, and now it's going to be her turn to go to the line. Clock didn't even move. Houlton's racking up some fouls.
They are. They're having a hard time controlling that defensive glass, and that hurt them the other night on free throws severely.
And these aren't long caroms. They're kind of dropping
No.
straight down, but
Yeah.
WA a little bit quicker to the ball.
You got to put the body, you got to get down, too.
The thing
It's
is,
quicker
though,
when you're in a crouch, right? If you're standing straight up and trying to step across, sometimes you're not as quick.
if you're Coach Preston, though, you got to be a little frustrated as WA's gone 0 for 5 on their last 5 free throws, make it 0 for 6.
Yep.
But another offensive rebound. That one was a little bit longer, carom.
Right. And those ones are tough. They're tougher to do anything about.
So WA has had 5 or 6 opportunities at least on this one possession. No points to show for it, though. Reynolds, her shot, left short. Fought for, it's got to stay on this end.
It's a good thing they're not giving up points for offensive rebounds.
Make sure you tap our cameraman over there, Dan Ross. We don't want him to fall asleep. The ball's been on this end for about 2 minutes.
He's hanging in.
Frazier with a couple looks. Finally, Houlton has a Warman. Going to look to push. Warman, one-handed take, won't go. It's going to be Frazier coming in and cleaning up the glass. Reynolds stops at the line, gives it up to Chloe Dinsmore. Now Frazier with it. WA again going to be very patient. Worthley gets up. As Kilton picked up her dribble, nearly a 5-second call. Instead, it's going to be a steal. Tegan Ewing's going to take it, lay it up and in.
Houlton's had a few of those where they've jumped that pass right there, that exact same pass, and gotten some layups out of it.
Kind of what happens when you pick the ball up in a dangerous position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Less than a minute left to go here in the first half. It's 24-8, Houlton.
You got to really be thinking if you're going to throw a cross-court pass out front, though. You're seeing that defender, you got to take a look and see where they are. And if there's not space, then you don't throw it. Throw it somewhere else. Take the 5 count. You get picked off out there, and it's a breakaway layup. Can't defend the breakaway layups usually.
Frazier dribbles off her foot. Warman has one of those breakaway layups, and we're going to see Kilton come in to commit the foul. Otherwise, would have been an easy 2 for Drew Warman. It's going to be 5 team fouls against the Raiders, and the second personal on Lucy Kilton. Warman buries the first free throw. A couple new players coming in for Coach Preston's club. Marissa Wood is going to check in for the first time. Mackenzie Cates back into the game. Warman's second free throw is up and good.
Yeah, Houlton firmly in control. I wouldn't call this one of their prettier games, but they're in pretty good shape.
Drive, Kilton puts it up off glass and in.
That's a nice move there.
It's going to get WA into double figures with
Lucy
15
Kilton.
seconds left here in the second
Her
quarter.
first bucket of the game.
Ewing's long 2. She gets it to go. Now down to 5 seconds. Shot's going to be up. Williams is going to have it blocked. Good hustle play by Tegan Ewings. 1.5 showing on the clock. We'll see if WA can get off a final shot. Kilton looks to inbound. Sends it in, and Wood will not be able to get off a shot, and that is the way the first half is going to conclude. Your score at the half, 28 for the Houlton Lady Shires, 10 for the WA Raiders. Don't go very far, because coming right up, we're going to have the Catan Trust Company halftime show. We'll be speaking to the former Lady Shire basketball player, pretty good three-point shooter back in her day, and the current varsity girls soccer coach here, Marina Cameron. We'll be back in 2 minutes on WHOU.
For drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between, buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
At Affordable Plumbing, we buy all our vans through Thornton Brothers. Not only do they have excellent customer service, but I'm treated like family when I walk through the door.
Get a fresh start with great deals on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks and vans during the Start Something New sales event. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
County.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Houlton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Houlton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
We want to welcome you back here at the half. We're in the Katahdin Trust Company halftime show with the score 28-10. It is Houlton leading the WA girls, and I'm pleased to be joined at the half here by Marina Cameron. She's not only a former Lady Shires basketball player, but the head coach now of the varsity girls soccer program. And Marina, I want to thank you for coming over and spending a couple minutes.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Marina, you're in your first year now as the head coach, or you concluded that this fall after a very successful season, putting in a season prior to as the JV coach. Why don't you talk a little bit about your first year as a coach and the experience with that?
Yeah, it was definitely a great season. I had some big shoes to fill coming in.
Yeah.
But really couldn't have asked for a better group of girls or a better first season, you know, making it to the regional championship up in Presque Isle on the turf and taking that one to double overtime against a tough Fort Kent team. So I really couldn't have asked for a better opportunity this season.
And for anybody who doesn't know, you know, I think it's not just, you know, people like myself who've known you now for a very long time, but your peers in the coaching ranks who recognize what a great job you did. You were recognized as the PVC, the Penobscot Valley Conference Coach of the Year, and that had to mean a lot to you.
It definitely did. A lot of the girls knew before I did or saw the post before I did, and they were messaging me, and you had messaged me even before I saw the post. So it definitely meant a lot my first season, and again, not possible without the girls this season and all the work that they put in. So
what are some of the things that you learned throughout this season? I mean, I can tell you, back when I was coaching, that I always tried to make sure that I was a student of the game as much as anything. You try to remain humble and try to make sure that, you know, there are multiple things that you try to take out of every loss, every win, every season. What are some of the things that you learned?
Yeah, we had a pretty great season win-wise, and then we had some tough losses going up to Fort Kent. But, like, I think I had messaged you after the Fort Kent game, and you said that you learned the most from losses like that, and you're able to go forward from there. And then, again, like this season, we talked about what went wrong and what we needed to improve on. And then when we saw them down here, won 3-0, and then saw them that third time. And, you know, we just learning from the girls and how they interact with each other, and again having you to talk to about stuff, and Mr. Nason was very helpful, and Katie and BJ, the assistant coaches, you know, were very helpful and learned a lot this season.
It's not that long ago. It might seem like a while ago for you, but it's really not that long ago where you were out, whether it be on the soccer field in between the goalposts or out here on the hard court, or even when you were younger out on the softball diamond. And so, you know, in being a young coach, Marina, talk about maybe the bond you have with the players, and what is it about your playing experience that allowed you to develop a deeper relationship with your players?
Yeah, I think just being, you know, a younger coach, Amelia, Ivy liked to think we were the same age most of the time.
I can see that.
But I think just not being in high school that long ago, I'm able to kind of, you know, relate to the girls and what, you know, things going on the field and off the field, and kind of bring that in, and, you know, hoping to have an open relationship with them where they can come if they're having an issue with anything player-wise or outside of soccer even. So it was good with the girls.
And let's turn the page back to when you played basketball out here. I like to tell people you were one of the best three-point shooters that I remember seeing play in this gym. Marina, what's a couple fond memories or a fond memory that you have? I know your parents used to love to watch you play.
They did, and this is a great environment, and all the people that come here, and students and people that don't even have a relation to anybody, and it's always packed in here. So it's just a great environment. And then of course, I got to play on the old Bangor Auditorium, so that was obviously a good, fond memory. Never got to play in the new one, but and just here, just every game was just a good time with the environment and the band, and just having some good teammates. So
yeah, absolutely. And then, lastly, I'll let you off after this one. You've transitioned to a new position. You've been in education as a teacher now. This is your third year, but first year in RSU 29, and you have new grade levels. Why don't you just talk about that a little bit, about how your year's going?
Sure. So the past 2 years I was at Katahdin, and I taught kindergarten and second grade down there. And then I made the decision over the summer and interviewed in Houlton, and I'm now teaching 5th grade math and science at Southside. And it's been a really great transition. Everybody's been very supportive, and I'm really enjoying this grade level. And I'm a math person, so it's been really good that way. And I'm glad that I made the transition to RSU 29.
Well, we feel fortunate to have you in the district working with the students. You're a great role model, and I've heard nothing but good things teaching-wise. I know firsthand coaching-wise. So very glad to have you as part of the Shire family.
Thank you very much.
All right, Marina, thank you for coming over and spending a couple minutes. We'll go ahead and take it back to the station for a 1-minute break. And when we come back, we'll wrap up first half scoring and get ready for second half action here on WHOU.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Welcome back here on WHOU, where there's about a minute left here in the half. Score 28-10. The Shires with a commanding 18-point lead over the WA Lady Raiders. And I'm not sure if I gave you enough time, Rob. Did you get to total up the first half scoring?
Sure, I'm fast. What can I say? Let's start with WA. They were led by Rayana Reynolds, 4 points. Lucy Hilton with 2, Gabby Morang with 2, and Mackenzie Cates with 2 for their total of 10. Houlton was led by Mia Henderson, 10 points. Tegan Ewings with 6, Drew Warman with 5, Becca Howe with 5, and Olivia Henderson with 2.
So, with that said, Houlton's already taken the floor. WA just a little late coming out of the locker room, but I've still got 20 seconds or so. Coach Preston wanted to make sure he got in all the instructions. It will be the starters out there for Houlton. It's, again, Ewings, Henderson, Worthley, Henderson, and Howe. And we'll remind you that starting lineups and, as they have been all season long, brought to you by the County Federal Credit Union, a community-based financial institution with nearly 20,000 members. They have branches conveniently located in Caribou, Presque Isle, Houlton, Fort Fairfield, and a soon-to-be-open location in Mars Hill. The County Federal Credit Union has coverage to meet all your financial needs. Visit one of their branches to see why membership makes a difference. Tegan Ewings has the ball first here for the Shires to begin the second half.
Same play they ran to start the game. That time they didn't get a shot out of it, though.
Ewings, right side elbow, receives a screen from Mia Henderson. WA's doing a good job of defending that screen and roll. Don't do a very good job of defending Olivia Henderson on that three-point shot. kept the hand down. She buries it.
Great to see her making some shots and shooting with confidence. Be a big boost for the Shires if she makes some shots.
It's 31-10. Morang gives the ball up. Reynolds lets it fly from near the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Worthley grabs the board.
Houlton looking to run, but WA does a good job in transition defense there.
Howe will begin the offense on the left side. Now a handoff. Ewings puts it off glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Frazier.
A strong rebound by Frazier. Not great defense that time. Houlton parted like the Red Sea there.
Shot up and in. 31-12.
Reynolds went right to the hoop.
Henderson in the post. Mia gives it up. Howe, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound brought down by Frazier.
WA's a long ways from getting back in the game, but if you're Houlton's coach's staff, you can't be happy with that last trip defensively. You got to do better. You got to keep the ball in front. You got to help if the ball goes by. Can't have those like bad trips where they just get a layup.
Here's going to be a steal. Tegan Ewing's going to look, take it 1-on-2, and she will lay it up and in.
Nice finish there by Tegan Ewings. A little bit of contact. She's able to go up through it and finish.
33-12. Ball's on the floor. Reynolds picks it up, puts it off glass, no good. Rebound brought away by Rebecca Howe.
Nice play by Olivia Henderson, strong to the basket. Nobody picked her up. She said, okay. She's looking to pass that too, but nobody picked her up.
Defense kind of caught snoozing. Houlton is built up a 23-point advantage, and that shot's going to be left short by Emma Griffin. If you look at the score and decide you're going to go do something else, don't go far, because we're going to have a pretty good game coming up, the WA Houlton boys. This is just one of two.
And that's a big game in the standings, too. That's two teams that are, I think they might be 4-5, actually.
They are.
And you know, Houlton's got a decent lead on that, but WA gets a win over them. Then they're picking up all those points, plus the points the rest of the year. So it's a monster game for WA to have a chance to miss a prelim.
Yeah, two teams have had fairly similar results, as Howe had picked up a foul. Now she's almost going to pick up a steal, but she's going to lose the ball out over the end line.
Boy, she does a good job jumping that passing lane, though. She does that a couple times a game. Shooting the gap.
She's defending Kilton. Reynolds, guarded by Ewings, still getting at it on the defensive end, and there's Mia Henderson shooting the gap. Mia kicks it over Ewings, open three, buried it.
Good pass by Mia Henderson, and good job by Tegan Ewings being ready to pull the trigger when she gets it.
It's 38-12, and Coach Preston wants to take a timeout with 4:51 left to go on the clock here in the third quarter. Houlton with a 26-point advantage. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute on WHOU.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA indoor turf facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
Welcome back here to Alumni Gymnasium. 4:51 remaining in the third quarter. Houlton is up 38-12. As WA has the basketball.
Looks like WA's trying to run some dribble drive. That's the first we've seen of that.
But a traveling violation will be called. So Houlton will get the ball back.
great chance if you're Houlton to work on some things. They have not had a lot of games like this where, you know, it's been an easy win. Most of them have been battles.
And back to come the other way. Shot's going to be put up. Reynolds couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Ewings. Howe nearly lost it. Ball on the floor. Players fighting for it, and now a whistle. It's going to be tied up. WA will have the arrow.
Yeah, still battling, WA. Got to give them credit.
I'm checking here on our north crew, Rob. The game is over. Haven't quite made it all the way to the end of the tape here, but Herman had a commanding lead over the Caribou girls, so we can safely say that it was Herman picking up the win in that first game. The boys' game underway up there.
Yeah, my guess is the town of Caribou semi-emptied out for that one.
Yeah, it should be a great game as Reynolds is going to be fouled across the arm. Tegan Ewings is going to commit the foul, and that's going to be 3 free throws coming up for Reynolds.
Yeah. Again, don't want to reach. Might not have been a foul, but I always like to say if it looks like a foul, it's a foul. And a lot of times when you reach, it looks like a foul.
Did you happen to catch the score, or the pictures, I should say, as Reynolds misses the first free throw when Presque Isle and Caribou got together? I mean, and even though this year the rivalry is not quite the same because Presque Isle's been a little bit up and down. They're fighting for a postseason spot. That crowd was just massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Ellsworth crowd that day was massive.
I don't know if you've ever gone up to any Caribou Presque Isle games, but I've attended a few over the years when both teams were really good. And it's kind of like Houlton Hodgson used to be here, you know, when some of those years when we were pretty good and they were pretty good. It's really neat. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's not duplicated in many places. There are some places in Washington County for sure. But
Bangor Brewer is always. I went to a Bangor Brewer game one year back when Mark Jacoby went to Bangor. Went down to watch them play against. He played against Chris Wilson, who was a really good player for Brewer. Bangor, of course, was loaded that year.
Bangor Hamden game earlier this year was pretty well attended too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was a great game.
About 3.5 minutes left here on the clock in the third quarter. The score 38-13. Houlton with the basketball. They haven't really missed much away from the action as there hasn't been many opportunities, just kind of some dribbling out around the top as this game has really kind of slowed down to a crawl. Now a turnover for the Shires. We're going to see Kilton looking to push. Kilton takes it right at Warman, and the ball's going to be lost out of bounds. It will remain in Washington Academy basketball.
Good job of Houlton that time getting back, not allowing the breakaway layup.
It's kind of hard to believe, though. Seems like we just got started, and today's what, the 18th?
Yeah.
If I'm right, either way, we've got about 3 weeks, and we're going to be into postseason basketball. And you know, for a lot of these teams, like for Houlton, this is their 15th game for the girls.
Yeah, it's getting to be crunch time. They really, I think, especially with Old Town beating PI today, Houlton needs to probably win out or come close to winning out. Certainly they need to win at Old Town or at Stearns. And like we said, doable but not easy.
Williams had a couple cracks at it and could not get either shot to go, but she was fouled. It's going to be Kennedy Buzzio, who just checked into the game, picking up her third personal. That's 3 on Houlton here in the half. So on the floor for the Shire is going to be Sam Condon, Morgan Graham, Emma Ardell, and Drew Warman. Brand new 5 are out there. For WA, it's going to be Kenzie Cates, Marissa Wood, Kelsey Williams, Reynolds, and Chloe Dinsmore.
Kelsey goes 1 out of 2 from the line.
So it's 38-14. Graham feeds it in, nice pass. Buzzio, good finish.
Yep, nice finish there by Kennedy Buzzio. Pretty good pass by Morgan Graham. Houlton gets a lot of buckets and looks off that curl.
Up top, the ball goes to Wood. Finds Reynolds, and a reaching foul going to be committed. Morgan Graham will be the guilty party. For Morgan, and it's just going to be her first. We'll stop the clock at 2:07. As the pass comes in, Cates puts up a shot, no good. Again on the offensive glass, so Kelsey Williams. She's done a good job as far as rebounding the ball today. See if she gets rewarded as the ball comes in along the left block. She'll feed it back out to Reynolds. Dinsmore now. Guarded closely by Ardell. And the offense starting way out away from the hoop. WA as Reynolds receives a screen from Wood, uses it twice now. And now a foul will be committed. And once again, it's going to be Morgan Graham as Kate's caught the ball, but WA really having a hard time to settle into the offense, Rob. They're not getting many looks. Houlton might be committing fouls, but they're not giving up easy shots.
No, they're having a hard time squaring to the basket. Hard to run offense when your shoulders are facing the backcourt.
Emma Swallow's going to come in.
Houlton's committing a lot of fouls because they're swatting down at the ball a lot.
Swallow in a race with Williams, who's going to come up with the basketball. Right near midcourt, Reynolds guarded by Condon. Cates, right side. Warman playing defense. Williams puts up a shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Emma Swallow. Emma tries to get through some traffic, can't, puts a shot up off the mark. Rebound brought down again by Williams.
Good use of the left hand there by Emma Swallow. A little far out for that shot.
Under a minute on the clock here. Dinsmore thought about the three. Loses it off her foot. Swallow, good hustle play, diving to the floor. And she's going to earn her team a possession here as they've got the arrow.
Yep, love to see that. Nice play by Emma getting on the floor.
So Houlton's going to have 29 seconds here. We'll see if they decide to hold it for one or Coach Graham just lets them take the best first opportunity they get. Inside they go to Condon. Ball's again loose on the floor. Reynolds is going to come away with it. Might have gotten away with the travel.
Yeah, I think so. That's a politically correct way of saying it right there.
Well, I didn't always say it that way.
But having said that, I get it. It's a 30-point game, and
Swallow is going to have the last shot of the quarter, and she's going to leave it a little short. Houlton's going to take a 26-point lead into the fourth quarter. The score 40-14. We'll be back in a minute on WHOU.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
The road to planning your financial future can seem like an uphill battle, with countless goals and paths to choose from. The most suitable place to begin is with Thompson Hamel LLC for a free financial checkup. Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Let them help guide you through all the phases of your life. To get to your destination, you have to start. Start today so you're better prepared for tomorrow. Thompson Hamel LLC. Your family, your future.
I want to welcome you back here on WHOU, getting ready for fourth quarter action. It's the Houlton girls ahead of Washington Academy by a score of 40-14 going into the final 8 minutes. And again, coming up after this will be the Houlton WA boys. Number 4 versus number 5 in Class B as Worthley comes up with a steal for the Shires.
Yeah, Houlton's gone back with their starters here. I'm sure just give them a couple more minutes and be fine-tune some things. And good job by Abby Worthley stepping up in the passing lane there and forcing the turnover.
Tegan Ewing swings it around now. Howe up top. Mia Henderson to Worthley. Howe, jump shot, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Olivia Henderson.
Yeah, good look.
Here's Ewings. Nice pass. She feeds a cutter. That's Mia Henderson. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, she threw that right out in front of her so Mia Henderson could walk into a layup. That was a great pass.
With it for WA's Dinsmore. Marissa Wood now around Williams. Everybody touching the ball here for WA on this possession, but no real looks at the hoop. Up top, it's Mackenzie Cates. WA being incredibly patient here on this possession. We're going to see Moran get up off the bench. Rob, they're not even looking at the hoop.
Not a whole lot. That time they did. Missed the layup.
It was a broken play, and the ball came right to Reynolds, and she had a good look at a layup. Ewings feeds Olivia Henderson out top now. Worthley with it for the Shires.
Good pass again by Tegan Ewings. Olivia did the right thing, too. She fumbled it, didn't have the layup, and made the right play, kicked it out.
Ewings found a cutter. That time was Olivia Henderson. She could not convert.
Another good pass, though.
There's 6 minutes now remaining here in this contest. And see, Mia Henderson had it, but right along the sideline, and she's going to step out of bounds. Good try by Mia. If she would have came up with it, she would have had a wide open layup.
Yeah, you like the hustle there. Mia plays hard.
Here with it now is Dinsmore. Chloe started right, brought it back into the middle. Is going to put up a shot. She gets it to go.
Yep, got to shoot to score. Sometimes it's better to shoot it before something else happens.
42-16. Ewings drives baseline now, out top, Worthley. Here is Worthley on a cut, and she's going to go up with the left hand before she got the shot off. She was fouled. She'll have 2 free throws coming her way.
Always had a pretty good use of the left hand at Abby Worthley.
Dinsmore committed the foul. That'll give us a moment to bring you, once again, the injury report brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. They have 5 locations in Aroostook County. They've got a new location in Bangor. You can go to countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. And as we said, we're pleased to tell you early on in the game, no injuries to begin with, and no new injuries in the contest. Everyone relatively healthy, as much as you can be now that you're about 2/3 of the way through your season schedule. I'm sure there's a lot of bumps and bruises and that sort of thing, but everybody playing.
Yep, this is the time of year you're going to play with some of that stuff if you can.
Reynolds comes up with the basketball and lays it up and in.
Tegan Ewings went for the steal, not able to get it. Reynolds gets a layup. Help was a little late getting there that time.
Reynolds showing why. She's averaging 14 points a game. We haven't really seen her get too many open looks. This nice take as Mia Henderson looked like possibly a little contact. Either way, she's going to get the shot to go with the left hand. That was a tough look.
14 for Mia in the game.
I was going to say before that is Reynolds is a 43% shooter from downtown, but I don't think she's really had any open looks. On the block, it's going to be a foul called against Mia Henderson as Kelsey Williams came up with a rebound. Again, Kelsey has had a pile of boards coming in off the bench here for WA today. She's got to be in double figures.
Yeah, that's a non-shooting foul for WA.
That is 3 personals for Mia Henderson, 6 for Houlton, as Howe goes diving to the floor. The ball's loose. It's at midcourt. It's going to be WA's basketball. Morang. Howe comes up with it. And a miscommunication as she was looking for Ewings. Pull-up jumper, no good as Reynolds could not get the shot to drop.
Lady Shire still looking to kick it ahead, which is good. Nice little pull-up there by Olivia Henderson. She's had a pretty solid offensive game, 9 points, and she hasn't shot it a lot. She's made most of the shots she's taken.
A lot of confidence in that shot. Makes it 47-18. We're under 4 minutes remaining here in the final quarter. Morang now, out to Cates. Here is Morang. Looks to drive, puts it on the floor, and lays it up and in.
Little right-handed, off the right foot runner there. That's a horse shot.
And Coach Graham called the timeout before Ewings got that shot up. She kind of grins when she gets the bad news. 3:37 left to go on the clock. A 30-second timeout called by the Shires. We'll take it as well and be right back here on WHOU.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
Back here at Alumni Gymnasium, 3:37 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Houlton with a 47-20 lead over the WA girls. The Shires will have the basketball. And a take. Mormon just not able to get the shot to go. Rebound going to be hauled in by Rachel Vos just into the game. Rachel, a freshman, and now a turnover for WA.
Good job looking up ahead by Rachel. Just threw it a little too far.
Warman hands off. Buzzio. To Warman. And a shot's going to be up and in for the Shires, making it 49-20.
Nice take by Kennedy Buzzio there. Good left hand.
Under 3 minutes remains. Dinsmore has the ball temporarily knocked away. She keeps possession. Misses a shot, and now it's going to be tied up in the rebounding action. Houlton is going to have possession on the alternating possession arrow. So, Rob, I think it's pretty safe to say at this point the Shires will advance their record off that made shot to 9-6. WA will drop to 2-11.
Yep.
Not a ton of points to gain in this one, but they're all going to matter.
You got to take care of business, though, right? Anything can happen. And Houlton hasn't played. I don't think they played particularly well today, but they took care of business.
Hand check fouls. No, it's going to be a team control foul. It's going to be Dinsmore committing the foul off the ball. And, you know, the other thing Coach Graham was able to accomplish today, they got a lot of players in, Rob, because you never know who you're going to need to step up. It was just a couple of years ago. You know, we can look at Abby Worthley as a starter right now, but she had to come in off the bench in the postseason and drain a huge three. Otherwise, Houlton's got one less gold ball in the trophy case.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So you never know. Oftentimes it takes a good 8 to 10 players to get it done in the postseason. Warman puts up a three, no good. Rebound fought for by three Shires. It's going to be Condon coming away with it. Condon inside, right block. Ardell, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound taken away by Vos.
Good post move there by Emma Ardell. She had the nice little fake to the middle, came back.
Rachel with a nice take on the right side. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound brought down by Houlton. And now another quick timeout taken by head coach Sean Graham as he wants to get another player into the game. Minute 34 on the clock. We'll take a 30-second break and bring it right back here on WHOU.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Houlton.
Back in the action here at Alumni Gymnasium with a minute 34 left on the clock. Houlton's going to have the basketball. They've got a 31-point lead, so the Lady Shires will pick up their 9th win on the season, and Swallow's going to leave a long two just a little bit short. As WA comes back in the other direction, Sarah Moulton gives the ball up. Caitlin Smith Now out to Vos. Vos nearly loses possession. She now needs a teammate. Finds Dinsmore. Chloe. Her shot in the paint, no good. Rebound brought away by Emma Ardell. Now there's under a minute remaining here on the clock. Buzzio, underhand scoop shot, no good. Graham up and in.
Good job by Morgan Graham, keeping that one nice and high, sticking it up and in.
53-20 is the score. At the conclusion of this contest, we will have the Pat's Pizza postgame show. Rob will make his way down to the court, find a postgame guest as Ardell with the steal. Ardell with the underhand shot, no good. Buzzio on the putback, lays it up and in with the left hand.
Good job by Kennedy Buzzio following it up. You don't assume that the layup's going to go in, right? You want to kind of assume that it doesn't if you're a rebounder.
So, at the line to try to complete the three-point plays, Kennedy Buzzio. Down to 20 seconds now. 55-20 is the score. Steal here for Warman. And now a strong take. Morgan Graham's going to take it and lay it up and in. She's got a chance for a three-point play. Houlton not just willing to let the clock trickle down. They want to keep playing here, as they should.
Absolutely. These are some kids that don't play a ton, so they'd like to play all day if they could, I bet.
Especially with such a tough schedule. Graham converts on the three-point play. She's got 5 points in the quarter. So, down to 6 seconds, I should say. Yes, we're going to try to squeeze in a couple guests here today and talk to maybe a few kids that we don't always have an opportunity to. So the ball comes in. Vos with it, down to 3 seconds, 2, and that is going to conclude this first game. Final score, 58-20. The Houlton Lady Shires picking up the win over Washington Academy. Again, we're going to have a second game coming up, but first we're going to have the Pat's Pizza postgame show. Rob's made his way down courtside. He's going to go find a few guests. We'll take a minute break and come right back here on WHOU.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Houlton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do? Giving steals! Yeah. That's all you did? Yes! There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC, now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
I want to welcome you back here on WHOU as we are in the Pat's Pizza postgame show. And it was the Houlton Lady Shires picking up a 58-20 victory over the Washington Academy Raiders. Rob is down courtside. He's found a couple postgame guests.
Thanks, Tim. I'm over here with 3 Pat's Pizza postgame guests. Emma Ardell, Sam Condon, Kennedy Buzzio. Girls, thanks for being with us. Kennedy, I'm going to start with you. Good win today, tough loss the other day. What was the mindset coming into this game?
We knew it wouldn't be a tough one per se, but we knew we needed to get it if we want to get to tournaments without having a prelim, and we know we need to get the next one, so it was just like kind of a prep game for the next one.
Right, Sam, you got some tough ones coming up. You got, I think you're at Old Town, and I think you still are at Stearns, where you beat Old Town here. You were right there with Stearns. What's it going to take? I think 1 win would go a long ways. 2 would definitely do it. What's it going to take to win 2?
I think that we're really pushing boxing out, and defense is a really high point for us right now, and not fouling.
Emma, I think your role's increased lately, doing a really good job playing defense, defending. Is that what Coach tells you to do when you go in the game?
Yeah, just to go in there, defend, and get those rebounds so we can bring the score up, hopefully.
Well, listen, girls, thanks a lot for being with me. One question apiece. Tweety put me on a question limit. Not really, but great job and congratulations. You all get a pizza for being our Pat's Pizza post-game guests, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back to you, Tim.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob. And once again, congratulations to those kids on picking up the win, as Houlton will advance their record now to 9-6. WA is going to drop to 2-11. We're going to go ahead and take about a 3-minute break, as we need a little time to get ready to convert over for game number 2 here. So it's going to be the Washington Academy boys and the Houlton boys coming up. But first, we've got a little technical work to do. We'll take a 3-minute break. When we bring it back, we'll wrap up the scoring from game number 1 and get ready for the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show for game number 2, back at 3 minutes.